is they're all putting us in databases like this, where they take different sets of our data. In this example, it's just 3 data to keep it simple. Our ATM withdrawals per week, our geographical location changes, and the amount of phone calls we do per day. So every target, and we're all targets in these systems, creates a specific point on the scale where we usually are. So where we move around. We have a specific amount of, we move a little bit, we withdraw money more or less, and so on. And then, when there is a situation where we behave absolutely outside of our normal profile, so we take a lot more money than we used to, we move to specific other places, we make a lot more or a lot less calls, then alarms are generated, and then they start to look into what happened here. So you can guess there was an event, there is a reaction. What's the event? What's the reaction? What's going on? This was part 1 of the presentation. There will be a second part. So to what I originally wanted to do, but I didn't found really at the time, is somehow address these companies, or let's say declare them out to our enemy in a more structured way. I guess I'll have to distribute this approach. So please feel free to have a look at these companies. You will find them under these keywords. There's a regular conference taking place in this name, happening in Eastern Europe and the Middle East, always once a year, and you'll find all these systems. In my second part, I will come to an example where I think there's an interesting concept to adopt how to get rid of these companies. The example comes from a quite actual example. It's from Iran. So as you have seen, some of my examples was from the Siemens intelligence platform. Siemens has merged with Nokia this department, and they now even sold it, so now it's renamed again. However, the Siemens intelligence platform was being bought by the Iranian government. There was, let's say, public records about this. From the Wall Street Journal reported first, so that the monitoring capabilities from Nokia and Siemens were bought there. There was also, for this export was done from Germany, articles questioning the legal export of this type of installation. Indeed, Iran is subject to several embargoes, but Siemens said that there was no legal requirements for them to apply for a license or to not deliver this to Iran. There was indeed questions if the Bundesnachrichtendienst, the German Foreign Intelligence Service, has not even supported this type of export to have their built-in capabilities in this technology. So it is well known that many of these systems are being provided by so-called private companies, which are in reality governmental owned and just keep backdooring their customers. Regularly suspected here is, of course, the United States and Israel. However, then the German government denied. They said, no, we have not been involved in this export. We don't do such things, and we're nice people. So the usual lame excuse department. However, we had here the maybe rare situation that, of course, Nokia is not only standing for intelligent support systems and lawful interception, but also to mobile phones. So in Iran, there was quite how you call it, an excitement about this, and there was a boycott campaign being. Hey, it's day 4. It's day 4. There was a boycott campaign being started to address this type of company. It started quite harmless, but it went on with really. Well, the last 2 slides, I'm not even sure to show them to you, but I guess I have the time. It's really getting from the. I'll wait for your reactions, okay? So, yeah, I mean, some of these pictures have the capability to be transferred to our countries as well, as we all know, where they use a lot more motor bicycles here, maybe. And this picture you might know, this was a student home being raided by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, or whatever their name is, which took a lot of blogging students offline. So they really played, I like this one, it's so marketing compatible. So you can choose to unsee the last 2 ones. You know, we have all the internet, the problem that you can't make stuff unseen. But from a, let's say, public relations point of view, of course, there's pictures who get to the human brain which leave an impact. Not so nice, but that's how it might end up. What I would like to discuss with you, I mean, all of us know how the internet works and so on, and you'll be able to identify the companies coming from various places, from the US, from Germany, from Great Britain, from the Ukraine, from Italy, from South Africa, to mention the most important, the Israelis, of course. So how do we handle them? It's not as easy to declare them a threat to the human race. This is more or less the same area as producing weapons. Those of you who have seen Lord of War know how this industry works. It is not of our duty to know what our customers do with our products, to quote the most important point. However, I think that if we see our governments as customers of an industry and an industry driving this thing, we are getting a brighter picture, and we are understanding the mechanics of Big Brother a little bit better than just seeing ministers of interior going mad and applying all kinds of laws to us and want all kinds of data. Yeah, I'm open for your input now and for your questions. Thanks. Who throws the first stone? So I could, So I'm trying to put up a collection online, also which installations are installed in which country, to give you a better understanding of what's going on. So this is, of course, would be a nice thing to know. We had a discussion in the last days. What could we do with these companies? Of course, we need to find out who works there. We need to find out who their customers are, which might be difficult, but it might be easy to at least find out in which companies, in which countries these companies are operating. Another point would be to think in depth